Okay, we are continuing with the weekly All Signs love readings. I've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. We're going to start with Leo, then we're going to move on to Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio in this session, okay? I just stopped to have my dinner and, move around, have a life. Prepared meals for my parents. I've been wearing these nails today. I only put them on today. They're like coffee coloured, yeah. But I didn't realise there's not direct light shining on them right now, but they're actually sparkly. They're like cat's eye ones. When there's a light on, you can see it. It looks like stars in it. It's really nice. Very cool. Yeah, the camera's not picking it up. But when there's a light on, it's like sparkles. It's really nice. Just thought I'd tell you that. I noticed it while I was walking around before. I did lasagna, garlic bread, salad, and then I made honestly, like, the lasagna was already like pre-prepared because my mum bought it in. Like, we do make our own food as well, but that one's pre-prepared. But then I made like aubergine parmigiana because we had an aubergine in, so I used to eat that in Italy. So nice. Yummy. Loads of fresh herbs from the garden, garlic, oil, olive oil, obviously. Throw in some fresh cherry tomatoes, shaved parmesan, nice big thick slices of aubergine. Yummy. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this second week of September 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Leo. How is Leo feeling, please? Leo, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is lasting generational wealth. Have you achieved it? Because it's upright. Or you've got that on your mind, that's your intention. The 5 of Cups. Oops. Grief, sadness, loss, regret. You've got... I don't know if you're in a really good financial situation and you're, retired. I mean, people work till whatever age now because they've got their own channels and stuff, but if you're retired from what your main job was, or you're over a certain age, should we say, then you could have achieved lasting generational wealth. You could be a widower, you could be married, but there's grief, sadness, loss, and regret. right after it, which is bizarre. Your kids could be grown, they could be at uni, they could have their own families. We've got the Eight of Swords reversed, so that's dropping this sense of self-imprisonment, being trapped, but I'm a bit confused really by the cards that are coming out, because there's financial stability, but there's grief, sadness, loss, regret. And there isn't a sense of being stuck, there's a sense of being released afterwards from what we are. You know, it's your private thoughts that are intrusive when you're alone at night or whatever. Let's get 3 for the one that's on your mind, the one that you're actually dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in the future. They've got the 7 of Pentacles, so they're reflective about the past, about what's been achieved, what's been cultivated so far. The Temperance reverse, they're very emotional at the moment. If it was upright, I'd say they're managing their emotions really effectively. She's pouring from one cup into the other. But when it's reversed, it's like mood swings, you know, like over emotional, angry, aggressive, sad. And that's in exactly the same position as you've got grief, sadness, loss and regret. And to be honest, you can't have the same cards twice in a 78 card tarot deck. There's only one of everything. So it's creating the same narrative using slightly different cards. You're mirroring each other. The King of Cups reversed and the Ace of Swords is the challenge. Yeah, see, the King of Cups is someone that's over-emotional. They're usually, when they're upright, they're emotionally intelligent. They're patient, they're forgiving, they're understanding, you know, generous with emotion. When that's reversed, they could be under-emotional or over-emotional. It's like, you know, accented in like one direction or the other. And it's to do with a secret, something that's not being confessed, something that's not being revealed or spoken about. So there's heavy emotion, we're over-emotional, looking back at the past, and some sort of secret or confession that needs to be shared. It's weird the way they came out like a cross, that's so bizarre. The 10 of Cups is crossed with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Guys, in the outcome, everything's really positive. Justice is going to be restored. The universe is behind it, and it's going to result in a happy family life for everyone concerned. The Devil, major arcana for Capricorn. It can be when you're, you know, obsessively thinking about someone or something, when you're infatuated, you know. I'd say this is something very established. They could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the King of Cups. They could be a Sagittarius. They could be a Capricorn. They don't have to be any of those things though. The Devil is like a connection or obsessive thinking, a behaviour that's toxic. Could be that you just can't get something off your mind, or you're heavily focused on it. It could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn. Oh my god. Well, let's have a look. This is a big combination. Right, I'm going to go through each card one at a time from the back. We've got the Two of Swords, which is needing to make a choice and face up to something. The Page of Pentacles reversed is withdrawing investment. The Ten of Wands is a really challenging period of time, like a phase in your life that's just been one thing after another. It makes me laugh, this card, because there's just wands dropping on top of his head. Getting a pure headache. The Hierophant reverse is a lack of wisdom. It's the major arcana for Taurus. When it's upright, it's, you know, using your better judgment from experience, and then reversed, it's like, I've not, you know, I've gone against my better judgment. Knight of Swords upright is an urgent message, and it's to do with a household, a home, a marriage. We've got the Four of Wands card. So there's a decision whether to withdraw investment. It's been a very challenging period of time. We feel like we could have gone against our better judgment, and it's to do with a home situation, and an urgent message needs to be delivered, or will be delivered. And on their side, they've got the Ace of Swords, which is like fogginess, lack of clarity, a confession, a revelation. And it's to do with their emotions and looking back on the past. So you could be headed for a breakup here. You've got regrets over something, and it's to do with the Ten of Pentacles, which is usually acquired when two people put their incomes, savings, assets together. You've got regrets to do with that, and you're no longer mentally trapped over this. Then we've got the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups in the outcome, along with the Devil. I feel like that combination clashes with that combination. They seem like opposite things. Because that to me is like someone saying, I don't want to be in this anymore, you know. But maybe that's mutual. It looks like a mutual decision to split, to be honest. The feeling's mutual. Yeah. We'll have a look at why. Controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous lover. Okay, so this person could have been controlling, or they could have found you to be controlling, possessive, or getting jealous easily. That could be them, or it could be the way they view you. Okay. Moon Dreamer, love illuminates even the darkest of corners. So this did make them very happy, but they can't seem to settle. They can't seem to feel right about things. And it's to do with trust. Okay, there's serious trust issues here. They don't believe that you are where you say you are, that you're only messaging them. You know, that you could be messaging other people, meeting up with other people. They can't believe that, you know, you attract a lot of attention and would only deal with one person for the rest of your life. You don't seem like, could be off your history, you know, or way that you used to be when they met you, or when you talk about your past, or just how you look. This person has got serious trust issues when it comes to this situation. And it may be that you've given them reason to have these issues, or you may not, but they don't trust you. Caution. Let's get the unspoken truth. Oh, hi, Afsan. I try to fall for someone else, but no one compares. They do really want you, like they're really hung up on you, but they don't trust you. I'm just on the sign of Leo. I've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I can't remember what sign you are. Gemini. Yeah, so that's on the last live if you look at the lives playlist. But you're welcome to stick around as well. My fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. They do seem quite obsessive, you know. Oh my God. Obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials and hope that I run into you when I'm out. Bloody hell. That's very intense, that. It's such an intense person. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. I mean, they've got caution, controlling, dreamer. They're very reflective. They've tried to fall for other people, but they can't get past you. You've got regrets when it comes to a family situation, something that's very financially stable, financially secure, established, you know, money for your children, money for your children's children. But there's like an obsessive, I just don't know whether it's healthy or not. You're withdrawing investment after a really long, challenging period, and it's to do with maybe being unwise in terms of like marriage or commitment, moving in with someone. There's going to be a message delivered, and I don't know if it's you to them or them to you, because they've got a sword. They've got the Ace of Swords, which is like confusion, fogginess, clarity, revelation, the truth, the confession. But they literally, like, they seem like they stalk you, like they're obsessed with you. On. I'm assuming these cards go this way up. Because that doesn't seem right to me that way. But I don't know why it would be on. I feel like it would be no. Do you? Let's check one of the other ones. Okay, that... Oh, it is that way. It's no. Just because someone wants you doesn't mean they should have you, does it? Like... You've literally got the Capricorn like the devil, obsessed, caution, controlling. I don't like it. But in the outcome, family end up happy. Justice is restored, and it's down to the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever decision you're making, I think you're creating good karma for yourself. You're getting out of your head over past regrets to do with a family, very, very secure family situation. And then a decision is going to be made, and I think you might withdraw from it, I think you're going to realise this person's too controlling. It's just writing down the title. I'm just going to call it They're Obsessed. What else do I need to get? Messages. I left you because you told me to. So you've found this person like suffocating before. You felt like they crossed boundaries, like if they looked in your diary, if you caught them checking your phone, if they expected to have, passwords to your devices. They demand to see, who you're talking to, questioning who you're talking to, following you, or inviting themselves to anything that you go to. It's intrusive, it's an invasion of privacy. Everyone's entitled to that, because let's be honest, any friendship, any family situation, any relationship, any work situation, people cannot demand to look at your personal belongings. They can't demand to know everything about you, who you're talking to and where you're going, because that means there's no trust. Manifest. Mix your intentions with care. Craft your desires into reality. Use this experience, Leo, to get what you do want, okay? I want someone who trusts me. I want someone who looks at me and sees a good person, someone that's hardworking, someone that's creative, someone that's caring, someone who does the right thing, someone who's loyal. I want someone who views me like that. I don't want someone who looks at me and fancies me, but can't trust me as far as they can throw me. Do you know what I mean? Someone that's going to be paranoid, invasive, intrusive, affect my connections, isolate me from friends, family, or, work, falsely accuse me of stuff. Like, use this experience to think about what kind of life you envisage where you'd be quite happy with that. Don't let them back in. Because people don't suddenly you know, not have trust issues. Maybe they've never trusted anyone. You know, maybe this is part of who they are because they've got abandonment issues, or, you know, they're just highly insecure for whatever reason. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't feel good when people don't trust you. They're like, oh yeah, you were with so-and-so, were you? Well, next time I'm coming with you, or you won't be doing that again, or that's the last whatever you go to. You know, or let me look at your phone. Why won't you let me look at it, causing arguments all the time? What's this? A magical moment will change everything. Be ready. A mystical force is guiding you. Trust in its wisdom. You're destined not to be with this person, okay? This something else is meant for you, and it's on its way. So let's get a timing for something new. When will something new come in, please? Okay, but yeah, like, I think it's just like for you to put up boundaries. They're not wanting to give a time right now, but you're being encouraged to think about what you do want, because when you think about what you want and you say it out loud, it comes in. Okay, and I think you have put your foot down, but don't let them back in. Okay, because they'll be tapping your phone, going through your bins. Doing everything, putting a tracker on your car, getting a private investigator. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. You know, love them and let them go. You can love people unconditionally and not make a life with them. You don't have to accept someone's conditions or stipulations. You've got a right to privacy. There needs to be trust. Every relationship has to start and end with trust. If it doesn't start off in a trustworthy way, you've got nothing. It's just a ticking time bomb, isn't it? Release. Today, I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I'm ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I'm creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Very nice. Okay, so I pulled those out for you. They're mindful messages because I just felt like you needed a bit of that right now. So it wasn't the nicest of readings, that was it, but if it resonates, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. If you know someone who is a Leo that's going through this at the moment, share it with them. Whoops. Yeah, it's time to manifest and be optimistic, okay? This is your time to think about a relationship that you do want. And not everyone has to get married. Not everyone wants to get married again. Not everyone wants to live together. Not everyone wants to be exclusive. It's up to you to create the circumstances and situation that you want. You know, how do you envisage like a happy future for yourself? What's non-negotiable? Good. Whoops. Okay, so we're going on to Virgo. Let's shuffle the cards.